Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier.
From Radio Alabama Sports, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka Baseball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. Proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at CollierFordInc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Baptist Health, the official healthcare provider of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Your health is our mission. Online at baptistfirst.org and the City of Wetumpka.
Just about ready for first pitch here to kick off this Wetumpka baseball season. It's now time for our starting lineups, brought to you by First Community Bank. And for the Indians, it'll be Aiden Peak leading off with Miller Lombardi behind him. Logan Fawcett bats third. Kyle Richardson will bat cleanup with Peyton Dickey in the 5 slot. Connor Jacks batting 6th. Asher Nobles bats 7th. Cohen Bell and Bobo Browning round out the order for the Indians.
And in the field for the Tallassee Tigers on the bump tonight, it'll be Connor Campbell. Behind the dish for the Tigers, it'll be Bruce Milner. Getting the start at first base, it'll be Haim Love. At second base, it will be Brandon Goodman. And at third base, it'll be Mason Henderson. Shortstop is going to be Cole Burton. And then your outfielders from left to right. Jack Butler gets a start in left field. Hudson Timmerman will be in right field. And bringing things home out in center field, it'll be Abraham Whittington.
Aiden Peak steps into the batter's box here as we get underway. The right-handed batter will take the first pitch in for a strike. I mentioned on the mound, Connor Campbell here tonight for the Tigers. As here comes the 0-1. This time outside. 1-1. Campbell, a senior lefty pitcher. He's been with John Goodman, the head ball coach for Tallassee, the entire time that he's been here. The pitch is tipped up foul.
That's a good sign there from Peak. Got a couple of different pitches. Saw an off-speed his first pitch, then 2 straight fastballs, kind of getting adjusted to what Campbell's throwing out there.
A 1-2 count now for Aiden Peak. Took a moment, steps back in now. Pitch swung on and missed. A strikeout there from Connor Campbell to start the ball game. Tough break there for Aiden Peak. Brings up Miller Lombardi now for Wetumpka with 1 out, no one on, in a scoreless ball game here in the top of the first between Wetumpka and Tallassee. Lombardi batting left-handed. We'll see him at shortstop in the bottom of the inning. First pitch, he'll take for a strike. Lombardi, a 3-sport athlete for Wetumpka, spent time with the football team, just finished up basketball about a week ago. Less than that, actually. The 0-1 is in for a strike there, too. He's taken on the first 2 pitches. He sits with an 0-2 count now.
Campbell only thrown 1 ball so far in this game, showing really good command over his pitching right now.
Had that strikeout to start the ball game. The 0-2 pitch is high and inside. Just as you said it, he threw a ball there to make it a 1-2 count. Lombardi with the pitch will swing on this one. It was well inside there, and he just barely fouled it.
Step out of the box now, too. Looked like it might have caught his toe on the way down. Landed right inside the batter's box. Did that foul ball, maybe nicked him just a little bit.
Keeps it at a 1-2 as he stays alive for the time being. Logan Fawcett on deck for Wetumpka. We will try the 1-2 again. This time called a strike there. He struck out looking, and Lombardi sits down as well. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the season for Connor Campbell and the Tigers.
And it's tough anytime you go down looking, kind of sits with you for the rest of the game. That was a good off-speed pitch there that looked like it was coming right at Lombardi. Might have been a slider from the lefty and just broke right over the heart of the plate.
Well, Wetumpka finding it difficult against one of the better pitchers for this Tallassee team going into this season. It brings up Logan Fawcett now, also batting left-handed. The first pitch is a called strike. Fawcett has had a heck of a year for Wetumpka Athletics in general, coming off of a strong season last year. As here comes the 0-1, swung on. This one chopped up towards first. It'll stay fair and be taken there by Love. He'll make the tag at first. That's 3 up and 3 down. 2 strikeouts from Connor Campbell as well ends the top of the first. We're still scoreless between Wetumpka and Tallassee on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Our first inning is brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan as we enter the bottom of the first now between Wetumpka and Tallassee, still scoreless. And we get into the lineup now in the field for the black and gold. It'll be Asher Nobles on the mound for the Indians, pitching to Logan Fawcett, the catcher. Cohen Bell stands at first base, while Wetumpka will also see Peyton Dickey as the second baseman. Connor Jacks is at third. At the shortstop position, Miller Lombardi, and then in the field, Aiden Peak, the left fielder, along with center fielder Bobo Browning, and Kyle Richardson in right field for the Indians.
At the plate for the Tigers, the man on the mound will be the leadoff hitter, Connor Campbell, for the Tigers, followed by Jack Butler and the catcher, Bruce Milner, at the 3 spot. And at cleanup, it'll be Abraham Whittingham, followed by Hudson Timmerman, Mason Henderson, the third baseman, in the 6th spot. At 7, it'll be Love, and at number 6, it'll be Brandon Goodman, wearing number 6, batting in the 8th spot of the lineup, and Cole Burton rounding things out.
First pitch there to Campbell is a strike from Asher Nobles as he takes to the mound. Campbell just pitched 2 strikeouts there in the top of the first if you're just joining us, as this pitch goes high to make it a 1-1 count. Now the 1-1 is called for a strike there. Was looking a little on the outside of that. They call it, though. They were calling it just about like that in the top of the first as well, though. Now the 1-2, well outside.
Getting seeing some lefty-on-lefty action to start this one off, and as you well know, if you watch a lot of baseball, always harder to hit same-side pitching.
Asher Nobles here. This pitch is skied to center field. Trailing after it here is Browning, and he'll get under it for the first out.
Number 4,
Strong contact there from Connor Campbell, but the fly out forces him to take a seat. Brings up Jack Butler now. Butler batting right-handed for this Tallassee team coming out of 4A Area 5 as the first pitch in for a strike there. It was, again, catching the outside corner there. This pitch inside. 1-1 count now for Butler. Pitch swung on, fouled back. Just barely got into that cage fence behind him there. If it goes a little bit higher, it's got a chance of getting us right here in the booth.
Was she getting out for that?
I think so. That's banana ball, right? 1-2 pitch. Swung on. This one a ground ball to third. Scooped up. The throw is in time. A good play there from Connor Jacks to get to Cohen Bell for the out. A 5-3 play there for the Indians. Records out number 2.
And you talked about that scoop there from Jacks. I mean, that was great. It's a hard one to get. Your first hop that you see it on the dirt, you snag it right off the ground, get a fundamental baseball there.
Brew Milner steps up now, the catcher for the Tigers. First pitch, a swing and a miss there. Mentioned that Wetumpka's coming into this one on their second season with head coach Russ Brooks. He's been an assistant for a long time, as this pitch is also a wave and a miss. 0-2.
Good job mixing up the speeds there from Nobles. First pitch, fastball. Second pitch looked like a changeup. Just got him all over the place. Does at Nobles.
Trying to catch him swinging here. Nobles looking for the first strikeout of the night. He won't get it here. It sails high. Sends the count 1-2. Mentioned Coach Brooks last year with this Indians team went 18-15. Fell in the first round of the playoffs, though, as this pitch will come inside. And even the count back up, 2-2. Wetumpka had a really strong season last year, and then just things kind of fell off there at the end, but nothing falling off here for Asher Nobles. The pitch comes in for a wave and a miss, and another strikeout now. First one for Nobles, as Tallassee goes 3 up, 3 down as well. Still scoreless after 1 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton. I've built my business at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus by being honest, dependable, and always putting my clients first. If you're ready to buy your first home, sell your current home, or just want to talk about your options, I'd love to help. Reach out today. Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, where neighbors become clients and clients become friends.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Back now for the top of the second inning here, and we are still scoreless between the Indians and the Tigers. Both teams went 3 up, 3 down there just a moment ago. We saw the 2 strikeouts from Connor Campbell, who returns to the mound for the Tigers. Asher Nobles finished up the first inning there with a strikeout as well against Brew Milner. Had a fly out and a ground out there as well a few moments ago. Up to bat this inning for Wetumpka, Kyle Richardson with Peyton Dickey behind him, then Connor Jacks as well. First pitch here is just upstairs. Kyle Richardson with a 1-0 count. And standing at right field for Wetumpka. Campbell's pitch is outside, went out of the glove there as he sails at 2-0. He was really effective there in the first inning. Kept it down the river the entire way just about. Had, 2, maybe 3 balls total. And then the first 2 pitches here, the second inning, have been out of the zone. He'll try the 2-0 now. After he takes a breath, now he'll throw. This one is popped up, sailing foul towards first, trying to track it down inside the park, and he cannot get to it. Had a really good opportunity there, did Hamp Love. He trailed over for it in foul territory and just misjudged it there. Fortunate there for Kyle Richardson on the foul ball.
Yeah, had plenty of time to get that one. It was skied pretty high, but a lot of spin on that ball, and it started just drifting and drifting closer towards the foul line there. A little bit tricky to stick with it.
2-1 count now for Richardson. Pitch is upstairs for ball 3.
Some really good discipline that Richardson is showing at the plate right now. Only the one pitch that has been a strike he swung at.
Got a chance to get on here. Pitch is low and away. Ball 4. And for the first time this season, we see the black and gold on base. Kyle Richardson takes the walk to first. And it brings up Peyton Dickey now as well.
Again, just really good discipline there at the plate from Richardson. Just great eyes. Only swung at one pitch, made good contact, decent contact with the one he did. And Coach Brooks is going to call a timeout here and call Dickey over and have a quick conversation with him.
Yeah, I think he sees something here after that last at-bat from Richardson, and so he'll have a quick talk with Dickey before he walks back into the box. First pitch to Dickey is outside. Dickey, another senior for this Indians team. One of plenty for Wetumpka. What is it, 9 seniors for this Indians team this year? The 1-0 is low and inside. Struggling to find the zone right now. Remember, he hasn't pitched a strike yet. It was the only strike we saw was off of the foul ball. Now the 2-0. This time swung on. It is centered all the way near the warning track, but able to track it down there is Whittington, and he'll get under it for the out.
And again, just great contact there from Dickey. Took the first 2 pitches, saw one he liked, and squared it up. Of course, not always going to get the ball down out there in the grass, but good contact there is about all you can ask for.
Richardson still stands at first. Indians with 1 out here, no score. As now he'll take off. Richardson on the run. He will slide in safely as the pitch came in as well. It was tapped foul by Connor Jacks. A stolen base, though, for Kyle Richardson there. Richardson leading off pretty good again as this pitch goes wild. Taking off again. Richardson slides into third as well. He advances on a wild pitch now. Connor Campbell trying to hold it together here in this second inning. Wetumpka threatening for the first time. Haven't really had a chance to acknowledge Connor Jacks in the batter's box here after the action so far. This pitch is going to sail upstairs. 2-1 the count. So we saw Richardson take the walk, then he stole a base to get to second, and then immediately after a wild pitch. And as Campbell with the 2-1 has this one fouled off by Jacks. Tallassee had a really strong season last year, went through 3 rounds of the playoffs before they fell shy of Bibb County. Lost that series 2-1. They beat Munford, beat W.S. Neal as well. We'll try the pitch again. This time it goes right past the pitcher. The ground ball will bring the first run in, and Wetumpka strikes first. An RBI single from Connor Jacks as he just ripped that one past the pitcher's mound. 1-0 Indians.
And that's just about the greatest single you can have, just straight up the gut, goes right over the top of second base. And when you square it up like that, it's really tough for the pitcher to react in time. And especially for Campbell there, the only chance he had was a barehanded fielding play, and not able to come up with it that time.
So Wetumpka leads it now 1-0 in the top of the second. First pitch to Asher Nobles goes wide and outside. Nobles serving as the pitcher for Wetumpka, as well as they are going to have a meeting on the mound here for just a moment, while Nobles will go talk with Coach Brooks as well. Failed to mention our game time temperature, by the way. It's 73 degrees with winds of about 7 miles an hour heading towards left field, so bats could be getting a little bit of favor here today. Going to be interesting to see what the weather looks like tomorrow. It's a busy week already for Wetumpka baseball. They've got Sylacauga tomorrow night, and we know that there is at least some chance of weather in the first home game of the year back in Wetumpka. It'll be, a 70% chance of rain right now, but we're expecting that hopefully to be in the morning, so hoping that won't really be too much of an issue. Beautiful night tonight, though. Had a really nice sunset there during the JV game. And now with nightfall coming on, we're ready to keep this rolling in the top of the second with a 1-0 count now, as Nobles will stand back in the box. Pitch downstairs, wild again, and they'll take off and take second, no problem. Connor Jacks advances into scoring position.
And again, good heads-up base running here for the Indians. Both passed balls, or wild pitches, I should say. The Indians have gained an extra base out of it now in scoring position, like you mentioned, is Jacks.
We'll try the 2-0 now, and it's outside. A batter's count here, 3-0 with a runner at second, with Asher Nobles standing at the plate. Just one out for Wetumpka with the runner at second. I'll try the 3-0 now, and it is downstairs. And no problem. Asher Nobles now takes a walk to first, and there's runners at first and second with Cohen Bell coming up.
Cohen Bell.
He's flashed the bunt there at the last second there, did Nobles, maybe trying to advance to get the guy one more over, but official's going to blow a quick stoppage here, but we are all good to go.
Cohen Bell steps in now. Batting right-handed, runners at first and second. The first pitch is in for a strike. Richardson already scored to start the second inning, so that's what gives Wetumpka the 1-0 lead. Jack's standing at second now after he had the RBI single. And then Asher Nobles now at first as the 1-0 comes in, or pardon, 0-1 comes in outside to make it 1-1. Try the 1-1 pitch now. Swing and a miss from Bell. Still got Bobo Browning coming up behind him. That'll mark the bottom of the order for Wetumpka. Just one out so far. One-two pitch coming up for Bell. Here it is. Well inside there as they had to pick that one up. Milner lost it, but no one able to advance. Some movement in the bullpen right now for Tallassee as well. They're right now getting Avery Brantley warmed up, the lefty pitcher, a senior for the Tigers. It'll be a 2-2 pitch here to Bell. As Campbell checks second, now he'll throw it inside, taking off for third, now sliding in. He is safe. What an effort from Connor Jacks as he steals third base.
The ball was there before Jacks was, but I think he slid under that tag.
Yeah, just managed to get a hand on it there before he could make that tag, and puts runners on the corners now for Wetumpka with a 3-2 count coming. Still just the one out as well. Bell with the pitch, fouled back.
We'll do it again.
After the foul ball, we'll try the payoff one more time. Here it is. This time skied to center right field. It'll drop. Bring home one, send another to second. An RBI single now for Cohen Bell as well. The second run of this inning, and it's 2-0 Black and Gold. Wetumpka piling it on here against Connor Campbell. See how much longer they ride with him here, or if they decide this is his problem to deal with. Runners at first and second still for Wetumpka. One out in a 2-0 ball game, as Bobo Browning marks the bottom of the rotation here for the Indians. Aiden Peak will be up in a moment as well, as the first pitch comes inside for ball one. Browning, another one of those football and baseball dual sport athletes, was a consistent starter for Wetumpka as well in the fall. The 1-0 is called for a strike there. Caught the outside corner.
Talk about Bobo Browning's football career. Had a couple of interceptions over the course of the season, played cornerback, and was a rather good one on that Indians team.
1-1 pitch is called for a strike there as well. Same spot. Makes it a 1-2 count.
Favoring that outside a little bit. Looked like it was just over the edge of the plate. One of those pitches that's borderline ball or a strike, depending on how the Blue sees it.
Jack standing at second, Bell at first, as this pitch is fouled. Just barely got a piece of it there to stay alive and keep it at a 1-2 count. Well, if you hear that, that is, I don't think that is a siren for an emergency. I guess that's what they play for a chance at a strikeout. As this 1-2 now is laced towards the shortstop. They'll make it for one, trying for the double play there, and they've got it. Maybe. They're going to say no, actually. Whew. They're saying no on the double play. They, I suppose, are going to at least talk about it here, but it would have been a 6-4-3 double play, and it looked like a pretty smooth one as well. Burton tossed it up to Goodman on the ground ball to short, and then the throw to Love was apparently not in time. Nonetheless, Browning grounds out. It does get a runner to third now. Asher Nobles stands there. Cohen Bell was the one who was picked off at second. So 2 outs, runner at third. And we go back to the top of the order now with Aiden Peak. Already scored 2, but you'd hate to strand one here. First pitch is low for ball one.
It's a good take there from Peak. Saw it on the outside. Looked like for a second it might be a strike, and he kind of started that trigger to swing just a little bit, but decided to lay off of it, and a good decision.
1-0 pitch is upstairs. Now 2-0. I said there was a runner at third. There's runners on the corners here. Actually, it was Browning who made it there, so as that pitch came outside, made it 3-0. Browning goes down as a fielder's choice. That's how he got on, as opposed to what would have been a double play there. Now the 3-0 is called for a strike there. Peak tossed his bat. He thought for sure that was going to be a walk, but they say otherwise.
I happen to agree with him there. I thought that one was just a little bit outside.
Well, again, though, all of those that have been in the outside territory, they've really leaned on the strike zone as the pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. Full count, 2 outs, runners on the corners now for Wetumpka. Pitch outside, and Aiden Peak will take the walk now as well. That's the third walk of this inning given up by Connor Campbell. Started the ball game off with 2 strikeouts, and that's going to do it for Campbell. They'll make a call to the bullpen here, as it'll be a new pitcher's duty to inherit this situation. Avery Brantley will come in for the Tigers, and he'll be inheriting loaded bases. It's 2-0 Wetumpka here in the top of the second. We'll take a quick break, then return and introduce you to the new pitcher.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional online experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome you back now, and as we get ready for Avery Brantley to make his debut, we got an explanation on that siren, by the way. We're near the dam over near the river here in Tallassee, and so that's what that is. They're generating water, and so that's when they have that siren going off. So we got an explanation from that from some of the Tallassee folks, and appreciate that a lot. Thought it was interesting, though. It came up right as they had gotten to a 1-2 count. They were looking for a strikeout there, and that's exactly when it started to play. Kind of convenient timing for them to have been generating water, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so, with 2 strikes in the inning. I was thinking about that siren, and I was like, man, it is quite late to be testing some, emergency sirens. Usually they do that around middle of the day, early afternoon. So glad we got an explanation there. I would have been quite perplexed had we not found out.
So it is still the top of the second here. 2 outs with runners loading the bases for Wetumpka. A pitching change for Tallassee. Connor Campbell is done for the night with 1 2/3 pitched. Gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, along with 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Avery Brantley now on the mound, inheriting a really tough situation. I guess Campbell's numbers are not actually done just yet. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on what happens with the 3 that are on base here, because those would all count against him. So I'll give you an update on those numbers here as they change. And Wetumpka's certainly hoping that they will. Miller Lombardi trying to do so. The lefty batter coming back up. He was struck out looking last time. On the first pitch here, he will be caught looking again for a strike. Caught the outside lower corner there. Brantley at the ready. 0-1 pitch. Takes low for ball 1. A 1-1 count now. It was interesting because we saw Connor Campbell come in and he recorded back-to-back strikeouts to start the ball game, and then things kind of unraveled a little bit here in this second inning. 1-1 pitch. Check swing did not go around. It was upstairs there for ball 2.
Yeah, you talk about that, and Campbell looked just really sharp in that first inning. And then as the second went on, he started it off with a walk there and then just kind of fell off a little bit as the inning went on. Wonder if something got in his head or Coach Brooks picked something up.
2-1 pitch is tapped back foul. 2-2 now for Lombardi. Even count, 2 each. Pitch. Check swing there. They will say safe. It was low, and that makes it a full count. He got a lot closer to going around that time than he did on the first check swing we saw. Full count now with 2 outs and bases loaded.
Fully loaded. Everything is here.
Pitch is in the zone. Lombardi caught looking again. He struck out, and that strands runners there for the Indians. 2 runs off 2 hits. No errors, but they leave 3 on base there. Makes it 2-0 Indians after the top of the second on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Looking to tackle your next home project? Look no further than Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply with same-day pickup, ship to store, and ship to home, all available at russelldoitcenter.com. Whether it's paints, tools, lumber, or lawn care, we've got what you need with the service you can trust. So be sure to shop today at russelldoitcenter.com. russelldoitcenter.com.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Our second inning also brought to you by Jackson Hagen, as it is a 2-0 ball game in favor of Wetumpka there after a long top of the second just a little bit ago. We've hit the top of the hour now. Gavin Baxley and Mitch Petrie here on the road for this Wetumpka and Tallassee matchup, entering the bottom of the second now. And we saw 2 hits there in the top of the second. Again, just to recap Connor Campbell's numbers real quick. 1 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, both were earned, and it's 3 walks and 2 strikeouts to close out the night for him. Brantley got a strikeout there in his third of an inning there, as the first pitch coming in now in the bottom of the second is a strike. It's Abram Whittington here waiting. This pitch also a hard swing and miss. Back-to-back swings that he's really been looking for some hard contact. Hasn't found it yet. 0-2 pitch. This one well outside.
It's a good decision there from Nobles on the mound. Got him in an 0-2 count. Got him swinging on both pitches. Don't even test the zone there. Just keep it outside and see if you can get him.
Pitch. Drops in there. Was off speed. Went just out away from the zone. And count evens back up 2-2. It's interesting to see this matchup early on. We know these teams are going to play again here in just about a week, as the 2-2 now, wave and a miss, and Whittington struck out as well. Back-to-back strikeouts now from Asher Nobles, counting the end of the first, where he got Brew Milner. Hudson Timmerman now, the right fielder, steps in, batting lefty. Tallassee went 3 up, 3 down first time up. This time the first pitch to him will be laced out to right field, a ground ball for a single. Timmerman gets on base now, the first hit of the night for the Tigers.
First pitch swinging there. You got to love the confidence there from Timmerman, and hit it right in between that right gap on the infield in between second baseman and first baseman, and laced it up the ground.
Tigers quickly with Hudson Timmerman at first, brings up Mason Henderson now, as they'll try and pick off first. Won't get him in time, though. Nobles keeping him honest, standing at first. I'll have a quick talk, as it'll be Logan Fawcett who goes up to discuss with Asher Nobles. Just a quick word before he steps back into position. Mentioned Logan Fawcett earlier, and we'll see him up to bat once again as we get into the second inning, or into the third inning. He'll be leading off for that, but he was an all-star catcher, played in the all-star game over the summer. As the first pitch to Mason Henderson will come in low. Fawcett lost it there, as it'll allow Timmerman to take off and take second there. Count that as a wild pitch for Nobles, as it was in the dirt. A 1-0 count off of the wild pitch. Henderson at the ready. He thought about going around there, instead waits as it goes outside. mention Fawcett again to finish up that story. He was in the All-Star game. They played 2 games out at Riverwalk Stadium in Montgomery. Had 3 hits over those 2 with an RBI as well. 2-0 pitch. Wave and a miss. Tallassee has been fairly aggressive at the plate here. They haven't been able to record but just the 1 hit that we saw moments ago from Timmerman, but they've been ready and willing to take a chance at it. As Nobles will look back, now the 2-1. Swing and a miss again. Evens back up at 2 each.
This would be a good guy to get out here for Nobles with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Makes you feel a lot more comfortable than just the 1.
With the even count, here's the pitch. This time grounded towards the shortstop. It'll get through and allow Tallassee to advance. Timmerman gets to third. He won't go any further than that. Back-to-back singles now for Tallassee. It puts Timmerman at third, Mason Henderson at first. Hamp Love coming up to the plate.
Both teams on offense starting to find their footing a little bit. You had Indians obviously scored those 2 runs on a couple of hits in that top of the 2nd inning, and now in the bottom, Tallassee doing the same.
Tallassee still scoreless, but runners on the corners. Showing bunt here. The first pitch to Hamp Love will be fouled.
Oh, that's a tale as old as time. The suicide squeeze there. Got runners on the corners, only 1 out. Try to tighten up this game a little bit just to guarantee yourself at least 1 run here, especially with the double play alive.
I would imagine he's going to try for that again. Wetumpka going to crowd in a little. Connor Jack steps up a little bit further there at third, as this time a hard swing and miss. I say hard. Love was reaching a little bit for it there to make it 0-2. This would be a huge strikeout for Nobles here as the 0-2 comes in. This one is flown out towards right field. Racing for it is Richardson, and he'll get to it. Tagging up now is Timmerman. He makes it home in time. A misfired throw now as Henderson races for second and will get there. Tough play for Wetumpka there, as it was Richardson who got it all the way out in deep right field, launched it to home plate, and probably didn't need to there, as it seemed like it was a no-doubter that Timmerman was going to make it home.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit eager there, and honestly the throw from right field out there and Richardson looked like it might have made its way home.
Mason Henderson advances on a throwing error as the first pitch comes in for ball 1 against Brandon Goodman. Still a runner at second for Tallassee. It's a 2-1 ball game now in favor of Wetumpka. Both teams with 2 hits now in total. Noble's pitch is in for strike 2, or strike 1, that is. Goes down as a sac fly for Hamp Love. Henderson advances on the throwing error, and that's how he is at second. Brandon Goodman now waiting on the 1-1 as this one sails away. Two balls, 1 strike for Goodman. First time Nobles has really been threatened so far tonight. Here's the pitch. Wave and a miss, 2-2.
Good composure here from Nobles. Keeps firing away, pounding the zone, and had a lot of guys behind in the count. After, well, I guess tying up the count. A couple of loose pitches it started off, but good composure nonetheless to even things back up on the last few batters.
2-2. Swung on. He reached for it there, and he is struck out. Another strikeout now for Nobles. That makes number 3, and it ends the second inning. Tallassee scores 1 off 2 hits and 1 error. They leave 1 on base. It's 2-1 Indians after 2 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Whether it's an everyday sprain, strain, fracture, or sports injury that doesn't require a trip to the ER, Baptist Ortho now offers urgent orthopedic injury care with walk-in convenience 6 days a week. Visit online at baptisthealth.org. We enter the top of the third now. Wetumpka leading it 2-1. And up to bat here, leading off is Logan Fawcett. He'll have Kyle Richardson and Peyton Dickey behind him. First pitch is in for a strike there to start this third inning, with Avery Brantley still on the mound for the Tigers. Brantley came on there and pitched the last third of that second inning to get Tallassee out of some trouble as this pitch comes inside. And it makes it 1-1. He came in and inherited loaded bases off Connor Campbell, who had given up a couple of hits along with 3 walks there in that inning. And this pitch downstairs in the dirt. 1-2. Or 2-1.
Always frustrating leaving guys on base, but especially when they're all loaded up. And got to get that out of your head if you're the Indians. Just start chipping away yet again.
2-1 pitch for Fawcett outside. Grounded out to first there in the opening inning. He was part of that 1-2-3 start for Tallassee, and then things completely unraveled there in the second. Had 8 batters up to the plate in the second. The 3-1 pitch now is called for a strike there, and you got to expect it at this point. Again, it's just catching the outside corner there. And anytime it's been within question, our head umpire today has been giving it the nod towards the pitchers. And he's been consistent about it, no question about that. Full count now will hit Fawcett, and Fawcett will take a trip to first base. First hit batter we've seen here tonight. Fawcett gets to first for Wetumpka, and he will jog it back in now, a pinch runner for Wetumpka. Fawcett getting on and leading to Andre Hatcher getting in at first base. Hatcher, a senior, not getting a start tonight, but an infielder for Wetumpka. First pitch coming now for Kyle Richardson. Here it is, showing bunt, and I think he got hit too. No, maybe not. I'm going to say it was fouled off there. They call a strike. Now they've got to race back to first, and they still say safe. Boy, that was a bit of a mess. Coach Brooks is not too thrilled about that. Richardson was showing bunt, and they're saying that it hit the bat, while Richardson is also pretty adamant that it did not hit the bat. It hit him. And so they're, again, discussing for a moment. But that's what led to Kyle Richardson, or pardon, Andre Hatcher there at first. That's what led to Hatcher taking off. And so he got off the bag. They almost were able to pick him off at first because of that, because he thought he was supposed to just advance. And you got to be sure about those kind of things, though, if you're going to take off. We thought it was there for a moment, but nonetheless. It'll make it 0-1, the count here for Richardson, after he allegedly fouled that one. We'll try this pitch now. 0-1 is called for a strike there. No balls, 2 strikes for Richardson. No outs in this 2-1 ball game in favor of Wetumpka. Runner at first. As they'll try and pick off a runner at first again, and Hatcher won't get to him. Nobody's been caught stealing so far. We've seen a couple steals, especially from Wetumpka. Saw 2 in the previous inning as this pitch is fouled back.
It's a good job there by Richardson, swinging away at that one and staying alive in the count.
Richardson, after 2 frustrating strike calls, he'll stand at the ready for the 0-2 again. This time lacing it right past the pitcher. It will get through. Easily a single there for Kyle Richardson. It advances Andre Hatcher to second as well. Base hit there from Richardson. Back-to-back innings now. The Indians have gotten multiple runners on and had at least 1 base hit.
Well, you very reminiscent of that RBI single from Jax in the top of that second inning. I mean, just laced straight back up the middle. I mean, that's about as perfect as you can draw up a single.
Still no outs. Runners at first and second for the Tribe. As the first pitch will come in here for Dickey. He fouls this one back on a bunt attempt.
This Indians team playing a little bit of small ball. A couple of times we've seen them show the bunt sign, and have to agree with that decision here. 2 guys on and put them both in scoring position with no outs.
After the foul ball, it's an 0-1 count. Brantley looks back. Now he'll fire in for a strike. That was the first hit that Avery Brantley has given up in this game. Again, came in an inning ago. And first 2 batters faced here have gotten on. Fawcett got on the hit by pitch, and that's what's got Hatcher standing at second as a pinch runner. 0-2 coming in. Hatcher takes off for third. He'll get there. It gives an opportunity now for Richardson to get to second as well. Both runners advance now, and they're in scoring position. There's a stolen bases for both. As Hatcher picks up one, so does Kyle Richardson. It was a ball on the pitch. We'll fire off the 1-2 now. This one is popped towards right field. It will drop and bring in one. Has a chance for another. Here comes the second. A 2-run RBI double right there from Peyton Dickey. Indians piling it on again. 2 runs already scored. It's 4-1 Wetumpka. No outs with a runner still at second.
And you get all the benefits of the bunt there despite not having it in. You go back to those stolen bases there. Interesting decision by Milner. He threw it behind the runner at first base in Richardson, and he was already off to the races by the time the ball left his hand. Saw that it was coming to first. He was kind of cheat stepping halfway to second.
Connor Jack's up now. First pitch to him is a bunt that is popped up and trails foul. Brantley had that strikeout on his first batter faced. It's not been quite as smooth here in the top of the third. A hit by pitch followed by a single and then a 2 RBI double there from Peyton Dickey. First multi-base hit we've seen for Wetumpka. As Connor Jack stands ready for an 0-1 pitch. He'll show bunt again. This time it will stay fair. A slow roller here. He's got a chance at it. He is called out. Ugh. Felt like he got there, and they don't give him the benefit there. Boy, he really showed off the speed, though. And was called out. There's a little bit of rain coming down right now. As the pitch is coming in there for Peyton Dickey, who stands here with a 1-0 count. Runner at third for Wetumpka. Pitch now, a strike, 1-1. It's Dickey standing at third now. I failed to mention that he managed to steal third a moment ago as well. Pitch is low and away. Two-0 count, or pardon, 2-1. Pitch is inside. This is Asher Nobles up to bat here. Connor Jacks was called out moments ago. Three-1 for Nobles outside, and Nobles will take a walk as well.
Number 8, Cohen Bell.
Brings up Cohen Bell as Nobles takes first. Still a runner at third as well. That is Peyton Dickey. Again, movement in the bullpen for Tallassee right now, and this time for the Tigers, it's Jack Butler. Would be the third pitcher already for Tallassee. We're just into the third inning here as Bell will show bunt. The pitch comes in. He bunts this one fair. Did not get it to first, but then the run does come home. Dickey makes it. And a sac bunt there from Cohen Bell makes it 5-1 Wetumpka.
Number 17, Bobo Browning.
Bobo Browning coming up now as Bell called for the sac bunt there. Dickey making it around. Standing at second now is Asher Nobles. He advanced just a moment ago. They'll make a substitution at second now. A pinch runner coming in the place of Asher Nobles as Bobo Browning set here for the first pitch to him. At the bottom of the order again for Wetumpka. First pitch to him, a wave and a miss. Pinch runner for Wetumpka is Owen Piles, the senior. He's expecting to see some time as a pitcher as well over the course of this season. Here comes the 0-1. Browning swings at this one, fouling towards right field. They cannot chase it down in time, as it was a good effort, though, for the Tigers. And that right fielder, Timmerman. Couldn't get to it in time. Makes it an 0-2 count. Browning with a runner at second, no outs, a 5-1 advantage for Wetumpka over Tallassee here in the top of the third. This pitch is in for a strike. Got caught looking there. Browning will retire, and Wetumpka manages to pile it on a little bit more. A couple of hits there, along with a couple of errors. They make it 5-1 Indians midway through 3.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton. I've built my business at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus by being honest, dependable, and always putting my clients first. If you're ready to buy your first home, sell your current home, or just want to talk about your options, I'd love to help. Reach out today. Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, where neighbors become clients and clients become friends.
We believe in doing things right the first time. That's the promise behind Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Powered by Precision Floor Care, our custom garage floor systems are designed to be tough, stylish, and built for the long haul. With a team rooted right here in the community, we deliver quality you can count on. Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Let them rest on the best. Visit FinishLineGarageFloors.com today.
When it comes to real estate in the River Region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone.
Welcome you in now to the bottom of the third. First pitch here is swung on immediately, lacing towards left field. It'll go into the wall here. Goodman racing for second. He will make it safely there. Boy, first pitch, barely had time to catch our breath as he belted one into left. Said we had the first multi-base hit earlier from Wetumpka, and now the first multi-base hit for the Tigers as well, as Goodman stands at second. Or beg your pardon, Cole Burton did that. It'll be Connor Campbell coming up now. Pitch from Nobles. Swung on here by Campbell at the top of the order and called for a strike. Stay connected with Central Access. Get blazing fast internet starting at 300 megabits per second for just $59.99 a month. Reliable, affordable, delivered straight to your door. Central Access, your local link to broadband. An 0-1 count here. Coming in, he will take for the strike. (0-2 count). Pitch is called for a strike there. Caught looking, and Campbell takes a seat now as well. Nobles piling on the strikeouts.
Number 4, Jack Butler.
That is strikeout number 4 now for Asher Nobles. 1 out for the Tigers. Still a runner standing at second base in this 5-1 ball game for Wetumpka. The first pitch here is a little bit off target. Sails wide. Jack Butler is the man up to bat. He had a ground out to third base in the first inning. (1-0) pitch. This time gets off the pitcher's mound. It'll go towards center field. Tallassee racing home. The throw will not make it in time, and it will bring one in. Advance the runner to second as well in Jack Butler. An RBI single there for Butler. Then he advances to second off that throw. Cole Burton comes home, makes it 5-2 now as Tallassee scoring in each of the last 2 innings as well.
Number 2, Brew Milner.
Milner was going to come up to bat, and they're going to, I guess, intentionally walk him here. And Milner will take first, but then immediately be replaced by a pinch runner as well. I believe that's Trent Morris coming in for Tallassee, and it is. Pinch runner in Morris. As this pitch now is swung on, a ground ball to short. One is good. Going for the double play. It is not in time there. They make one good play there at second to take out the pinch runner in Morris. But won't do anything more than that on another fielder's choice there. Milner reached off the intentional walk, and then Whittington just a moment ago with the fielder's choice. Coach Brooks again having a talk, I guess maybe to see if they did make this throw in time. Jack Butler stands at third base now for the Tigers. Hudson Timmerman set to come up for Tallassee here in a moment while they continue to discuss. They'll still have 2 outs with runners on the corners. Timmerman, who already has a base hit in this ball game, had the single an inning ago. It was one of the 2 hits in that second inning for Tallassee. They've had 2 more hits here in the third with the double from Cole Burton, who came home just a little bit ago, and then Jack Butler as well with that single. Coach Brooks still discussing something with the 2 outs.
Number
We
12.
will now
Hudson
resume. Timmerman up to bat. Indians hoping to strand a couple more for Tallassee here. First pitch, hard swing and miss.
Was way out in front of that one. Good pitch selection there from Nobles. Just had him completely in the rocking chair.
Now the 0-1. Again, swing and miss.
First 2 pitches look like off speed. See if he sticks with it.
It's worked on the first 2. Will it work again? Let's see. Yes, it will. Struck him out. Hudson Timmerman goes down. Another strikeout for Asher Nobles. It strands runners on first and third. Tallassee, though, they score 1, makes it 5-2 Wetumpka after 3 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton. I've built my business at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus by being honest, dependable, and always putting my clients first. If you're ready to buy your first home, sell your current home, or just want to talk about your options, I'd love to help. Reach out today. Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, where neighbors become clients and clients become friends.
Beverly Wright, Kathy Thornton, and Chad Barrett are your hometown real estate experts with RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. When it's time for your next move, choose the best. RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, the official real estate partner of the Wetumpka Sports Network. Pitching change for Tallassee. Avery Brantley will come out of the ball game there after pitching 1 1/3 for the Tigers, and he ended up giving up 2 hits there along with a walk. Had a hit batter as well and gave up a couple runs in the process as well. He's now going to be replaced by Jack Butler, and taking you through the next couple innings is Mitch Petrie.
Leading us off here in this inning, it will be back to the top of the order in Aiden Peak, leading us off here. Butler kind of got rattled towards the end of that third inning, and already in just the top of the fourth, so 3 complete innings played, you will see the third pitcher here for the Tallassee Tigers tonight. And they'll throw it down, and we'll get ready to go underway. Peak and Coach Brooks having a little bit of a conversation. Peak coming up to bat for his 3rd time tonight, had a walk back in that second inning and struck out to start things off back in the first. And before anything will get underway, we will see Butler and Milner have a quick conversation to get things off. They are still up at the top of the mound, but Milner will start to work his way home, and we're just about ready to get the top of the 4th inning underway.
Stand corrected there. It was 3 runs given up by Avery Brantley as well. That's why it's a 5-2 ball game for Wetumpka.
First pitch coming home, and that one is going to be called a strike. Again, it is that same outside edge that this umpire has called, but like you mentioned earlier, Gavin, it has been a consistent call. You can't be upset with a bad zone as long as it stays consistent. You just got to know what to expect. The 0-1, And that one is squared up down the right field line. See if it stays fair. It will not. Landed just about 3 feet to the right of that right field line. Just barely. Would have been an extra base hit had it come down for Peak, but that will make it an 0-2 count for Peak, and he'll trot back to home plate and get ready to square things up yet again. Butler with the 0-2. That one way outside. Missed it by about a whole foot off the plate there, but with an 0-2 count, no need to test the zone against Peak, who just showed the ability to make some solid contact. We'll move the count to 1-2. First right-handed pitcher of the game for Tallassee. Another pitch outside with just about the same spot. That time makes it past Milner. But with nobody on base, the Indians won't be able to take advantage of it.
Probably the roughest start we've seen so far from a new pitcher for Tallassee. They've had strikeouts on each of the first batters faced for these new guys. Got a chance for one here, though, with a 2-2.
2-2 on its way home, and Peak squares it up again, just a little bit behind it, sends it out of play down that right field side, and we will do the 2-2 all again. Some good discipline here being shown by Peak. Squared up, 2 pitches with an 0-2 count, has worked it back to even at 2s. And the pitch is bounced in front of the dirt. That'll load things up. The count for Aiden Pink, who has battled his way back from 0-2 into making it a 3-2 count. A couple of foul balls and a couple of good takes here as Butler looks to retire Peak. A payoff pitch, and that one is popped up right into the first baseman. An unfortunate result to what was a very good at-bat for Aiden Peak. Ends in a pop-up to the first baseman.
Yeah, it was Hamp Love who was able to go get to it there, and tough break for Peak. He's kind of had a result of every kind of way you can have it so far. A strikeout, a walk, and then now in the top of the fourth, he ends up with a pop-up as well.
Only thing missing from that is just a hit. But in just the top of the fourth, you'd expect him to probably get another at-bat. It'll bring Miller Lombardi to the plate. Lombardi struck out twice, looking both times. And that one I think Lombardi thought was inside, but the umpire disagrees with him, and he'll start things off behind the count yet again.
Going back to Peak for just a second, he has really done a good job of getting the counts full. It just hasn't resulted in his way there at the end of each payoff.
Lombardi with a big cut on that 0-1 pitch and hit nothing but air that time. It'll make it 0-2. But, yeah, you talk about Peak. He's done a really good job of getting full counts, and you think as the season goes on, that'll definitely be some that go his way, but none so far tonight outside of the walk. The 0-2 pitch on its way home, and it was inside there for a second. It'll make it a 1-2 count. That was the same pitch that the umpire has been calling all game. Surprised he didn't get a strike, and I think Lombardi thought it was a strike too.
Lombardi had already started to take the walk there, and Wetumpka may have gotten a break this time.
Butler on his way, and that one way inside. Lombardi jumps out of the way of it, and if he didn't, it might have hit him right on the behind. But it'll be a 2-2 count now as Lombardi has started to work his way back into this one.
Yeah, well, he's trying to avoid a third consecutive strikeout here. He's been struck out looking on each of his first 2 appearances in the first and second innings. Almost thought he had it there just a moment ago. Now he's got a chance to redeem himself here with a 2-2.
And that one outside again, so another full count here in just as many batters. Both batters that Butler has faced tonight, he's worked them to full after starting with an 0-2 count. Just kind of giving it away just a little bit, but Lombardi looks to get on base here for his first time tonight with a count all full. Payoff pitch, and Lombardi swings on it. It was inside, grounded to the first baseman, and Love will do it all himself, so a ground out there for Lombardi will make it 2 outs here with no hits so far in this inning. 2 up, 2 down for the Indians.
Well, Butler's had to battle for it just a little bit, but he's actually taken care of it so far from the bump. You see these counts go full on both of the first two batters' face, but each time it's, fortunately for Tallassee, gone their way.
And both times, Indians putting the ball in play. They're not going down without a fight. And that one goes behind Richardson there, way outside the first pitch of the inning. And a good take there from Logan Fawcett, who's up to the plate here for the third time. Scored a run after a hit by pitch in the top of the third. Got the stolen base as well on his way from second to third. The 1-0 count comes home, and Fawcett rips that one straight out to center. Will it have the distance? It will. A home run here for the Indians. The first one of the season comes by the way of Logan Fawcett, showing off why he was an all-star last season.
I mean, and what a belt from Logan Fawcett. You know, you just talked about him not having a base hit yet, but that's exactly what they're afraid of him being able to do, and we saw it just there. He has got so much power behind him to be able to bat that one out towards center field there.
Yeah, I mean, that ball just was absolutely ripped. I don't know if you can square up a baseball more than what Logan Fawcett just did right there, and gets his first hit of the season and does it in style with a home run. That home run will bring Kyle Richardson up to the plate, his third time at the plate in the last 3 innings. He has a walk and a stolen base. He's made it home on both of his at-bats here today with a stolen base as well. Had a single in at the top of the third as well. The first pitch of this one is inside. Good eye there. It was a close call, but Richardson lays off of it and gets a nice start to his third at-bat of the game. The 1-0 comes home, and that one will be called a strike. Again, that outside edge. That has really proved to be a success. Got a lot of guys looking for both teams throughout the game on that same spot. Things all even at 1, and Butler will come home with it. That one inside again. Good eye there from Richardson. It'll make it a 2-1 count. Butler will take a second here, collect himself, but starts his delivery on the 2-1 pitch. And again, same spot. Second strike there, just again on that outside edge of the plate. Seems to be working well here for Butler. He's been able to find that spot relatively consistently since he came into the game. We're squared up at 2, and the pitch swung on, dribbled right behind the plate. Good job to fight and stay alive there by Richardson. And we'll try the 2-2 again with also 2 outs in the inning. Indians currently on top by 4, 6-2 here in the top of the 4th. Scoreboard full of 2s, 2-2 count, 2 outs in the inning. As Richardson gets ready, Brantley will deliver, and that one, Butler, will deliver. That one fouled back behind the plate again, so 2 foul balls directly behind the plate. Good job again, Richardson fighting to stay alive, maybe waiting for the pitch that he likes. We'll try the 2-2 here for a third time. Catcher sets up on the outside of the plate. Butler delivers, and that one way outside, missed it by a few inches there, and makes it easy for Richardson to make this a full count.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Wetumpka has been really good at so far. I mean, and even with Peak and Lombardi, who both ended up not getting on base, all of them have been able to battle, make a full count.
Third full count of the inning, and this one goes the way of the Indians. A nice walk there, ball on bases for Kyle Richardson, and that will bring up Peyton Dickey here. He had the first extra base hit of the season with that double out to right center, just completely ripped it, drove in 2 runs with that hit as well. And before we get this one going, Milner will head up and go give a quick conversation to Butler. Richardson on first here after that walk as Dickey comes up to the plate. Lined out to center field in his first at-bat, and then a relatively similar contact on his second at-bat of the game, but that one a lot more successful with the double, 2 RBI double. First pitch outside. Scratch that. It will be a strike. Thought it was a little bit outside, but again, same spot that this umpire has been calling strikes all game, and Butler, confident in that spot, goes right back to it to start things off. Second pitch on the way. A sliding Love isn't able to come up with it, and that will be an infield single there for Peyton Dickey. So 2 runners on here for the Indians with 2 outs in the inning, and that will bring up Connor Jacks, who also has an RBI single here and a stolen base and a run scored as well. Connor Jacks getting involved everywhere here in the box score tonight.
Well, it was just for Peyton Dickey. It was just a little dribbler that we saw towards first base, and just a little bit too far off the bag there for them to be able to make a play with Love diving for it.
And the first pitch of this at-bat, same spot, same result, outside for an 0-1 start to this at-bat. Runners on first and second. Richardson on second and Dickey on first here for the Indians. Butler will deliver the 0-1, and that one outside just a little bit too far that time, and it'll even things up at 1. Indians drawing a lot of pitches here in this inning. If you remember back, a lot of full counts after starting 0-2. Butler comes home yet again. That one going to be a called strike again, just again on that outside of the plate. I think all of the last maybe 5 strike calls that the Indians haven't swung at have been that exact spot, just over that right edge of the plate.
Just about. The placement has been really consistent here from Butler.
That it has in the 1-2. Comes home, and that one fouled away and backwards by Jack. So he'll stay alive here with 1-2 and 2 outs and 2 runners on here for the Indians in the top of the 4th. Butler will step on the bump here. Get ready to try this 1-2 pitch yet again. Looking to get out of a little bit of trouble. And that one way behind Jack's there, and it allows both runners to score up off to advance off the wild pitch there. Just kind of misfired. Ball was about a foot behind Jack's there, and the wild pitch will put 2 runners in scoring position here for the Indians, looking to expand on that 6-2 lead they have.
That's the second time that we've seen that here from Butler, where he's fired it behind the batter's back, and this time he really had to pay for it because you got 2 runners on. They're now in scoring position.
Yeah, but with 2 outs and 2 strikes, all it takes is just 1 to end it here as the 2-2 pitch comes home. And that one inside yet again bounces off the mitt of Milner, but Indians will stay right where they are. And things full yet again for the 4th time in this inning. Butler's had some pretty good command as he's come into this game, starting off a lot of these counts ahead, but just kind of letting it slip away as these Indians keep working the count. The payoff pitch comes home, and that one walks the bases loaded. Good eye there from Connor Jackson. Good at bat to load them up here for the Indians, and it'll bring Asher Nobles up to the plate here. He's walked in both of his at-bats, yet to score a run here, but coming up for the 3rd time tonight, he will look to change that.
Nobles is another guy who's had a lot of patience at the plate.
Not patient there, swinging on the first pitch, but that would have been a strike regardless. It was right over the heart. A good cut on that one, but not the result Nobles is going to be looking for.
Yeah, I think that's one of those that, I mean, you want to swing at that, and it's a good pitch to be looking at. He just misfires there.
Yeah, a little bit ahead of it. It was an off-speed pitch. Kind of got out in front of it. Butler will come home here with the second with the 0-1 pitch. And at that one, again, just over that edge of the plate. Good placement there. And he'll quickly get to 0-2 yet again and see if he can get out of it this time. Had a lot of 0-2 counts here, has Butler in this inning, but keeps kind of losing his feel just a little bit. But Nobles ready, and Butler will come home with it, and Nobles squares that one up. Or, well, not squares it up, but stay alive there. Fouls it back right into the top of the fence there. And we will try the 0-2 yet again. Again, Indians lead it 6-2. Bases are juiced here, and Indians have already left 4 runners on base tonight. Would not like to make that number 7. With 3 guys on here and 2 outs, it's a tough spot to be in if you're Asher Nobles.
And this is a spot here where I think if you're Butler, you might be willing to try and fire this a little bit off the plate here, see if you can catch Nobles chasing it a bit.
Yeah, with an 0-2 count, no need to make this one hittable. Comes home with it in a swing and a miss. An unfortunate result there for the Indians and Asher Nobles, but a couple of hits and, 3 walks there. 2 walks, 2 hits for the Indians. Only run scored was from the bat of Fawcett in the home run. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment for the bottom of the 4th on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is built by Russell Do-It Center. From key cutting and propane refills to contractor services and expert advice for your next project, turn to Russell Do-It Center in Wetumpka.
The 4th inning is brought to you by Collier Ford. From tough F-150s to family-friendly SUVs, Collier Ford makes buying easy with great selection and hometown service. No pressure, just honest deals and friendly faces. Stop by Collier Ford on Highway 231 in Wetumpka and drive your new Ford home for less. Nobles still on the bump here for the Indians as we head into the bottom of the 4th. First pitch will be a called strike straight down the heart of the plate, and leading things off here in this inning for the Tigers, it will be Mason Henderson. Second pitch there, just a little bit off the mark. 1-1 count here. Indians on top, 6-2 right now after they extend the lead. The 1-1 pitch, just a little bit low that time, and we'll make it 2-1. Nobles has had a really strong showing so far in this game. Has 1 walk and then the intentional balls on bases. Has only given up 3 hits and has 5 strikeouts to his name as well. And the 2-1 and now trying to cut it inside, but that one just misses just a tad low there, and it'll give a hitter's count here to Henderson of the Tigers. Henderson at his second at bat, he had a single and then advanced as the 3-1 pitch looked like it was low. Not going to go his way though. He had already started to make the journey to first base, had Henderson, but they'll have to be called back, and now it's a full count here as Nobles fires one just to the bottom of the plate. The payoff pitch coming home for Nobles, and that one dribbled to the third base line, but rolls out of play, or out of the field of play rather, and for a foul ball. So we will do the 3-2 all over again. Henderson, I was saying just a second earlier, he has 1 of the 3 hits in this one tonight for the Tallassee Tigers. He had a single, but then advanced to second on the throwing error that allowed a runner to score. Nobles comes home with it, and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout here for Asher Nobles. Man, he has had a great night so far at the plate, only given up 2 runs and 6 strikeouts now to his name after Henderson goes down swinging here to start things off in the bottom of the 4th. Hamp Love, the first baseman, will come up to the plate now. Lefty on lefty with Nobles coming home to start this one off. Off-speed pitch, just a little bit high and inside that time. It'll make things 0-1. Coming home with the 1-0 now. Swinging but pushing it foul is Hamp Love. That one just sailed right over the bullpen there on that left field side, and will make things even up at 1. Nobles pitched with a relatively quick pace here as he comes home with the 1-1 pitch. That one fouled back and out of play again by Love. 1-2 count now here, and Nobles looking for his 7th strikeout of the game. Nobles comes home with it, and that one squared up, but right to the second baseman in Dickey, and Dickey had a little trouble with it at first, popped that out of his glove, but went right into his hand, and he'll throw it over to Connor Jackson, put him out here as a ground out. Will make it a 2, will give the Indians 2 outs, just one more to go. 2 up, 2 down here to start this one for
Number 6, Brandon Goodman.
the Tigers. Second baseman Brandon Goodman will come up to this one. Struck out in the bottom of the second, and the 1-0 pitch squared right back up the middle. Hustling for it is Lombardi, throwing on the run. A little bit low, but no problem over there for Jax at first base. 3 up, 3 down for the Indians, and that's what you want to see if you're the Indians and Ashton Nobles. Another 2 strikeouts to his name. He's got 7 now. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Looking to tackle your next home project? Look no further than Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. With same-day pickup, ship to store, and ship to home, all available at RussellDoItCenter.com. Whether it's paints, tools, lumber, or lawn care, we've got what you need with the service you can trust. So be sure to shop today at RussellDoItCenter.com. RussellDoItCenter.com.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome back here to Tallassee as the Indians lead this one in the top of the 5th, getting ready to come back up to the plate 6-2. Still on the bump here for the Tigers. It'll be Butler. Had a little bit of an interesting inning, put the first 2 guys out, and had a lot of flashes there, a lot of 0-2 counts, but kind of let the Indians get back into it. 1 run scored in that inning off the home run there from Fawcett. Gave up another hit to Peyton Dickey as well, but Colton Bell will be the man to lead this one off here for the Indians, and the first baseman. Get ready to get this one going yet again.
Number 8, Cohen Bill.
Brantley will get ready to fire this one up. Coming out of the stretch here, and that one outside, same spot that Blue's been calling it all game. Will not call it that time, and a 1-0 count here for Colton Bell. Bell has a single and a sacrifice bunt for an RBI. And the 1-0 pitch will square him up, and Bell will take first base there for the Indians, and a hit by pitch there for Colton Bell to start off the top of the 5th.
Number 17, Bobo Browning.
Bobo Browning will come up to the plate. He had a fielder's choice in the top of the 2nd and then struck out looking in the top of the 3rd. Top of the 5th here. He's looking for a different result with a man on first. Tries to lay down the bunt there, did not pull it back in time, and 1-0 count, or an 0-1 count here to start things off. Colton Bell is on first base after the hit by pitch. Indians still lead at 6-2, but with a man already on in this inning, they'll look to expand that lead here in the top of the 5th. Butler gets ready and comes home with it. Popped up in the air by Bobo Browning, heading towards the second baseman, and Goodman will make the easy catch there, and first out of the inning for the Tigers and the Indians.
There's good communication there from Goodman and Timmerman there. He came in from right field to come grab it as well, and Goodman was there to call him off.
Something you love to see if you're a coach. Your guys talking out there in the field, especially on a pop-up like that, kind of at the back of the infield. Right fielder can come up for it, but again, second baseman could go for it, and good communication there, like you mentioned. It'll bring Aiden Peak up to the plate here. 4th at-bat in just 5 innings for Peak. He's done a great job showing off that discipline, but is still searching for his first hit of the game. That one bounces low and out to the right, and it'll allow Colton Bell to head to second on the wild pitch there and make things a 1-0 count for Peak. Bell stands at second and a man in scoring position here as the 1-0 pitch about to come home here for Aiden Peak. And it does. That one outside. Official ump looked like he might call it there for a second. He will not. So a 2-0 count here for Peak. He's had a lot of good discipline at the plate like we've talked about. Struck out in that first inning, but earned himself a walk in after an 0-2 start to his 3rd at-bat. Forced it full. The 2-0 pitch outside yet again, and a 3-0 count here for Peak. Wonder if Coach Brooks gives him the green light on the 3-0 count.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to play it a little bit aggressive. You got a guy already at second in Cohen Bell here, so just with the 1 out, got some room to play with here.
And the 3-0 pitch comes home, man. That one in the dirt. Peak earns himself a 2nd walk of the game on 4 straight pitches. Good eye there. Runners at first and second here for the Indians as Miller Lombardi will come up to the plate for the 4th time as well. Struck out twice looking to open things up, but then put the ball in play, but grounded out to Love, the first baseman, in just that last inning. Runners again on first and second with 1 out here as the Indians lead at 6-2. Butler will come home with it. That one off the glove and outside, and allow both runners to advance here for the Indians. So guys in scoring position on second and third for Miller Lombardi and the Indians, and a 1-0 count with 1 out in the inning for Lombardi. Indians have done a really good job after that first inning to be really disciplined at the plate. They've earned themselves a lot of walks as the 1-0 pitch is outside yet again, and a 2-0 count here as Butler struggles to find the zone. Walking Peak on the last 4 on 4 pitches, now 6 straight balls as the 2-0 pitch comes home. That one, another ball here. Butler just struggling up there trying to find the zone.
We've seen this a lot so far for Tallassee, where they've kind of had their guys go into a panic, and they may be making a sub right now as there's work in the bullpen for Tallassee, and see if this is going to be where they decide to pull the trigger here or not, with John Goodman going and having a meeting. It's Kason Hornsby who's in the bullpen right now for Tallassee, so could potentially be getting ready for our 4th different pitcher for the Tigers, but it seems like they may hold him for now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're making the substitution just yet. And as we have a quick stoppage here, I want to remind you that Precision Floor Care are your local experts for tile, grout, stone, brick, and concrete. From cleaning and sealing to full decorative finishes, they deliver precise results every time. Trust Brent Turner and the hometown team that cares about our community. Call Precision Floor Care today or visit callpfc.com. But meeting still going on out there between Goodman, Milner, and Butler, and Goodman will head back to the dugout and leave Butler out there with 2 guys on in a 3-0 count. 7 straight balls here as Lombardi in a good spot with a 3-0 count. And if you're Lombardi, man, I wouldn't even think about swinging unless it's over the heart of the plate. Butler struggled to find the zone. Go ahead and load him up here for Fawcett. And that one way inside, a pass ball. And guys thought about going home, and they throw it to second, and now just caught in a run up there is Peak, but a run will come home and score. Smart base running there from Bell as they still try to chase him down. Peak juking around. He will go outside the base path, and there's a man at second now, and they finally tag Peak out, but the good heads-up base running there from Colton Bell will extend this Indians lead 7-2. And there's a lot going on there. And Lombardi will also make it to second base after the walk. Took the spot of the empty base, and good job there. Although Peak does get the out, making it 2 outs in the inning. You get a guy on second still in scoring position.
Yeah, well, it was a walk to Lombardi and a wild pitch in the process, which gave Aiden Peak a chance to try and race over to third, and then didn't have as much time as he realized. And then out of all that mess, they were able to get Lombardi over to second, but Peak gets caught in the pickle there, gets called out. That first pitch a second ago is in for a strike as well to Logan Fawcett.
Fawcett showed off that power, got his first hit of the season. He scored 2 runs here in this one, and that bomb extended that Indians lead. And back up to the plate now. Good take on the second pitch. Evens it up at 1-1. Indians lead at 7-2 as Fawcett steps back into the box with things all square at 1. Butler will work his way home. That one inside again, and now ahead in the count is Logan Fawcett and the Indians. Man on second base is Miller Lombardi after the heads-up base running on the wild pitch there. Steps up and puts himself in scoring position. And you look at Butler, you said, as the 2-1 pitch comes home, squared him up. Did Fawcett, trickles out to the left side and out of play. No chance for a put out there. But you look back at Butler, he has walked 5 batters and hit 1, so putting 6 guys on by himself despite being ahead in a lot of 0-2 counts. Things squared at 2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning, and a man on second for the Indians. Butler delivers, and that one outside. Another full count here for the Indians, which it seems like that's kind of where Butler's lived tonight. Faced full counts, and a lot of the batters he's faced tonight as Fawcett does a good job swinging at a couple pitches, taking a couple, and now 3-2. The payoff pitch about to come home here for Butler. He's looking back for a second, and he'll step off, think better of it. Maybe the head game's there for Miller Lombardi, messing with him just a little bit. Payoff pitch coming home now. That one foul tipped, but right in to the glove of Milner off the bat of Fawcett. That'll end the inning. The Indians score 1, earn a couple of walks there. No hits, but still managed to get somebody across. 7-2, they lead it, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Fresh, fast, and always delicious. Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has got something for everyone, from shrimp and fish to po' boys and salads. Enjoy coastal flavor right here at home. Dine in or take out today. Wharf Casual Seafood, where fresh seafood meets family-friendly dining. The Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood. Cole Burton, the shortstop, will lead things off here for the Tigers. They went 3 up, 3 down, and Asher Nobles still on the bump here for the Indians. He's had a great night so far. Seven strikeouts for him, only 3 hits, and just 1 walk on the night for Nobles. Burton will step into the box, and Nobles will fire home and start off this inning. That one dribbled down the right field line, but out of play there, so an 0-1 start to the inning for Burton.
It's been everything you could ask for so far for Asher Nobles here. I mean, you get the 4 hits given up total, just the 2 runs, but 7 strikeouts is remarkable.
Absolutely is. That pitch a little bit outside. He's looking to try to find the edge of the plate. That Blue's been calling all game long. Won't get the call that time. Maybe just a tad outside, and so things even at 1 as Nobles comes home with it again. That one just a little bit south, and a 2-1 count here for Burton. A lot of high school pitchers will kind of take their time, but Nobles the complete opposite, man. As soon as he steps in that box, he fires home. That one outside. Now a hitter's count, 3-1 for Cole Burton. The 3-1 pitch comes home, and that one straight over the heart of the plate. Got him looking there. And now things all full for Cole Burton and Nobles. Nobles comes home with the payoff pitch. That one dribbled right to Lombardi, a high chopper, and Lombardi not able to hang on to it that time, off the glove. And an error there against Miller Lombardi will put a man on first in Cole Burton.
Yeah, just misjudged it there on the chopper. Tough play. You see that from Lombardi. He's been pretty good so far from that shortstop position, and just misjudged it there.
Yeah, he had that tough put out there in that first inning. It kind of came right to him, and kind of right as it came over that lip, just not able to hang on to it that time. Nobles comes home with that first pitch. It starts the count off 1-0. Just a little bit low and inside at that time from Nobles. Lefty on lefty here as Cole Campbell in the batter's box here. Tried to show bunt sign there, lays off of it, and still a strike called though. Evened up all at 1 as Campbell gets ready, and Nobles ready himself, coming home with the pitch, and that bunt is trickled down the right field side, trying to do it all himself, and wait for the call from Jax. They call him out.
I'm seeing an out signal here, and that's what they're going to go with. Yeah, he's out.
Sack bunt there from Cole Campbell. Great hustle on the play there from Connor Jax. Did it all himself. Nobles not able to get there in time, but does not matter. Sacrifice bunt for Cole Campbell will put a man in scoring position in Cole Burton. Nobles comes home with it, and that one over the heart of the plate, but just a little too far south that time. A 1-0 count as Jack Butler steps into the batter's box here for the third time tonight. He has 1 of the 4 hits here for the Tallassee Tigers, coming back in that second inning. Foul tip that time, but right into the glove of Fawcett. Not that it matters, but it'll tie it up at 1-1. Nobles looks the man back. Not going to pick him off. He will come home with it instead. That one just a little bit too far outside that time. A 2-1 count now as the Indians still lead it 7-2, but a man in scoring position for the Tigers, and they look to cut back in to their deficit. Nobles comes home with the 2-1, and that one same spot, same result, just a little bit outside, and a hitter's count yet again here for the Tigers and Jack Butler. Butler did have an RBI in the top of the third. Drove in one of the 2 runs here tonight for the Tigers, and hoping to drive in another one in the hitter's count. Noble stepped off there for a second, but he's back on the mound now. He'll gather himself. He looks to run over first, but now comes home with it and dribbled right behind home plate. And another full count here for Nobles and the Indians. Been a lot of full counts in this game tonight.
Been a lot of them here, and Butler's been one who's been able to come on top of it here when it comes to standing in the batter's box. Had that base hit back in the third.
Nobles getting ready to come home here with a payoff pitch, and does so. That one outside, but doesn't matter. A swing and a miss, and another strikeout, number 7 on the day here for Asher Nobles. And Jack Butler goes down swinging, not able to drive home anybody. 2 outs here in the inning for the Indians and Nobles.
They're going to do the same thing they did last time. Brew Milner, they are not letting him get a chance at the plate. They know what he's capable of. They're going to intentionally walk him again.
Yeah, it's 2 intentional walks. They got him swinging, though, in the first inning. He went down on strikes first. That was the first strikeout of the game there for Nobles, but maybe showing a little bit of wear here. They do not want to test anything. A quick meeting on the mound here for Brooks, Fawcett, and Nobles. But with now 2 runners on here for the Tigers, it will bring Abraham Whittingham up to the plate. Yet to record a hit here in this one. Struck out in the second inning and grounded into a fielder's choice in that third inning. Nobles ready to start this at bat. He'll come home with it. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Indians still on top, 7-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Nobles comes home with it again. That one high and outside. Fawcett fakes the throw back. Won't fire it away, though, and things all squared here at 1 with 2 outs in the inning.
Well, Milner getting back to first there as they tried to pick him off, and he got on the last couple times being intentionally walked, and you can't really blame him. He's committed to Georgia Tech right now. He's been a standout catcher for the high school level. Pitch goes downstairs there, makes it 3-1. Or check that 2-1, beg your pardon.
2 balls, 1 strike here, and 2 men on here for the Tallassee Tigers. As Whittington will step back into the box here. Noble's still on the bump. He started the game here and now has gone 4 2/3. Trying to go farther. That one squared up and will land in the right field grass. Coming home with it, and nobody going to cross the plate here. Firing it quickly. It was Richardson. Got it in there to hold everybody on and prevent any runs from scoring. But now with 2 outs here, the bases will be juiced for the Tigers, and that'll bring up a high-pressure at-bat here for Hudson Timmerman, the right fielder.
Yeah, this is going to be a really crucial moment. I mean, you know, Tallassee's opportunities have been pretty few and far between here, and so you've got your bases loaded, down 5 right now. This is your chance to really get back into the ball game. And I got to tell you, I don't know how many more chances Tallassee's going to get quite like this one. They've got to be able to get at least a couple runs out of this.
Yeah, if you're the Tigers here, you only got about 2 innings left. It's a 7-2 ball game. Nobles will stay on the mound here after a quick check from Coach Brooks. Still no action here in the Indians bullpen. They're going to trust Nobles to get out of this, and I happen to agree with that. He's been lights out here so far tonight, only giving up about 5 hits. More strikeouts than hits here for Nobles and the Indians.
Well, he's really given no reason to be taken off. This has been the toughest situation he's been in, and I mean, you think about it, one of these guys is on off an intentional walk, another is on off of an error. He really only gave up that 1 hit there a moment ago to Whittington.
If they do score, they will not go against his earned run average. An error and a intentional walk there will not count against his ERA. Coach Brooks coming out, clearing off the mound here. Still no action in the Indians bullpen. Coach Brooks gathering his guys up for a second. Maybe trying to tell them what they want. Not everybody from the infield is in, though. It will just be Dickey and Jax who come over. And they will make the pitching change, I believe.
Now they're going to make, I don't know that this is a pitching change. They are making a change, though. And maybe it is. Yeah, they had a couple people come off the field here, but yeah, you're right. So that'll be it for one pitcher here with Nobles coming off, but a lot of shifting here in the lineup. It was Cohen Bell who came off the field, and now they're going to put Nobles at first base, and they'll put Miller Lombardi now standing on the mound. completely different look here for Wetumpka. That's
New pitcher for
kind of
Wetumpka,
what caused the
number
confusion.
23,
So Lombardi,
Miller Lombardi.
we'll have to kind of give you an update on the defense. Lombardi was standing at the shortstop position. It was Cohen Bell at first. So now we got to see kind of how this all stacks up here in just a moment. We'll take a quick break here while Lombardi gets warmed up. When we return, it's Miller Lombardi inheriting loaded bases for Tallassee. 7-2 Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
We believe in doing things right the first time. That's the promise behind Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Powered by Precision Floor Care, our custom garage floor systems are designed to be tough, stylish, and built for the long haul. With a team rooted right here in the community, we deliver quality you can count on. Finish Line Garage Floor Systems. Let them rest on the best. Visit FinishLineGarageFloors.com today.
Well, a pitching change now as Asher Nobles will be done for the day. And Nobles, a strong showing for him here tonight in 4 2/3, gave up 4 hits along with 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts to his name along with a pair of walks. Both of those walks, by the way, were intentional against Brew Milner. Miller Lombardi will now be standing at the ready for the pitcher's position for Wetumpka, and that really shakes up everything. Cohen Bell came out of the lineup, and that puts Asher Nobles, who was the pitcher, he now stands at first base. And Lombardi, who was the shortstop, he's now going to be replaced as well by Dickey. As this pitch comes in the dirt, facing off against Hudson Timmerman. It's 7-2 Wetumpka with 2 outs and a 1-0 count. And I'll give you the full Indians defense here in a moment as I gather up the changes. That pitch a moment ago now makes it 2-0. Still Fawcett as the catcher. It's Nobles now standing at first. Pitch is in for a called strike there, 2-1. Now the 2-1 is fouled back by Timmerman, who's already got a base hit to his name here tonight. He was struck out on his last appearance, though. That was back in the 3rd. Now the 2-2 is low and away. Sends the count full once again. I said Cohen Bell was coming out of the game. He's actually standing in left field. Payoff pitch with 2 outs. Bases loaded for Tallassee. Big pitch coming towards Timmerman. It will sail wide. A wild pitch here as Timmerman was going to walk anyway. A runner coming home anyway as well. Timmerman takes first as Cole Burton comes home.
Mason
That's going to go
Henderson.
against Asher Nobles there, so that'll be 3 runs given up for him. He's only got 2 given up that are earned. As it makes it 7-3 now with 2 outs. Bases are still loaded for Tallassee with Mason Henderson at the plate now. First pitch to him is swung on, foul back by Henderson. Just to go over the defense now for Wetumpka again after a huge amount of changes here. Lombardi standing at the mound for Wetumpka with Logan Fawcett as the catcher. It's Nobles at first, Peak at second, while Jax remains at third. Dickey comes in as the shortstop now. As the 0-1 pitch comes, a wave and a miss there, 0-2. Cohen Bell standing as the left fielder with Browning and Richardson at center and right. A lot of changes, completely different look for Wetumpka here as Tallassee trying to close the gap. They're up now with the tying run at the plate as the pitch comes downstairs there. And this is a big chance for Tallassee. I mentioned before the break that they needed this to be able to just get within range. If you can cut this within, 1 or 2 runs, you've given yourself a real heartbeat here. 4 is not quite enough just yet. As this pitch comes in, a chopper towards the shortstop. A collision there between the third baseman and shortstop hinders Wetumpka from getting anything to stop out of that. Tallassee brings in another run, and the bases stay loaded.
And that's just tough there. You got to have better communication if you're the Indians, and you wonder if Dickey coming over, sliding into that shortstop position, maybe not as familiar with Jax over there at third base, who was at first for the first half of this game.
It'll bring in another run. It makes it 7-4 now for Wetumpka, still out front. But things getting tougher and tougher here as Hamp Love comes up to the plate. When the base is loaded, he is the go-ahead run for the Tigers. Still with 2 outs, though. You can get out of this trouble and limit the damage here pretty quickly. Pitch, wave and a miss. Reached for that one. It was well into the opposite batter's box.
Yeah, and that's just tough there. You realize, you can see it was kind of a lazy swing there from Love. Saw it come over and tried to check his swing, but it was too late.
This pitch also swung on and missed. It was low in the zone that time. The run that came home a moment ago, that was Brew Milner. That also goes against Nobles in total runs, not earned, so that's 4 now for him. Now the 0-2. Wave and a miss, and finally Wetumpka gets out of a pinch there. They give up a couple, but they strand 3 runners for Tallassee, and it's 7-4 Wetumpka after 5 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
When your job depends on quality building materials, depend on Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. From framing lumber and roofing to concrete, drywall, and fasteners, we've got the materials to build it right and build it strong. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, if you're building, you belong here with dependable products and local service you can trust. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your go-to source for building materials.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
Come to Collier.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. Whether it's the legendary Ford F-150 built to tackle any job, the bold and capable Ford Bronco built for the trails, or the versatile Bronco Sport perfect for every road trip, Collier Ford has the right ride for you. Proudly serving the River region since 1952. We're here to keep you on the road.
Come to Collier.
Central Alabama Community College is building brighter futures right here at home with affordable tuition, flexible programs, and campuses across the region. CAC helps students start strong and go far. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success. It's a 7-4 ball game. Wetumpka leading it over Tallassee here as we enter the top of the 6th. And Tallassee making a pitching change. This the 4th different Tiger to step up onto the mound here tonight. It's Kason Hornsby coming in the place of Jack Butler. Butler struggled quite a bit here. We'll give you his final numbers in just a moment.
Yeah, Butler, a little bit of a rough showing there for him. Pitched 1 2/3. Got a strikeout there, but 4 walks for him. 5 if you include the hit by pitch. Putting a bunch of guys on there. 2 runs for him, and all 2 of those runs earned.
First pitch here to Aiden Peak is going to be fouled back.
Richardson.
And over the course of that, he gave up a pair of hits as well. Pardon, that's Richardson up to bat, not Peak. As the pitch to Richardson is outside. For Wetumpka here, it's Richardson, then Peyton Dickey, and Connor Jacks behind him. With a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way outside.
It's a good eye from Richardson. He's gotten 2 walks to his name here tonight, scored 2 runs, and hit a single as well. A couple of stolen bases.
2-1 is outside as well. It's been interesting. Wetumpka leads it by 3, but the hit total has been even now at 6 apiece for these two teams. There's been 2 errors, and funny enough, it's been by the winning team right now, Wetumpka. And we saw one of them earlier. Wetumpka actually gave up a couple there in that previous inning. As this pitch is swung on and missed, sends the count full again, 3-2.
Well, you talk about even hit totals, but the Indians have earned a whole bunch of walks as a team, and you talk about that as well. It's a huge part of their game. They've left 8 guys on, too, across the course of this one.
This pitch now is ripped to center field. It'll drop, and a single there on the payoff from Kyle Richardson.
Second hit of the game there for Richardson. A nice single there. Just
Number 2,
ripped right in the
Peyton
gap
Dickey.
between left and center, that little left center hole just over the head of the shortstop in Burton, and just all around a good single there. Good piece of hitting.
Richardson has made it on each of his 4 appearances now. He's been walked twice and has had 2 singles to his name, as the first pitch to Dickey is going to be a bunt. A slow roller, but not slow enough there. The throw in time on the ground out to the pitcher does give Richardson the chance to advance there. A sac bunt goes to Dickey's name. Brings up Connor Jacks now after the first out, runner at second, with a 7-4 ball game for Wetumpka. It's getting a little bit windier as well, by the way. We can kind of see the flag standing on above the scoreboard near left field, and it is waving full steam ahead as this pitch now is blasted to left center field. Trailing back for it, he will make a grab, though. Whittington got it there. Indians tag up, maybe. They're saying not so sure. Let's double check this here. I thought he tagged up. The crowd is calling for something else, and there you go. All right, they'll call him safe still. Tigers fans are livid about this, but it seemed like he had maybe caught it, and then the tag up there. So Richardson advances to third despite the dismay of Tigers fans. It was Connor Jacks there with a fly out to center, and Asher Noble's now up to the plate. First pitch for him, a hard swing and miss.
Yeah, I'm not quite too sure what they were upset about there. I totally thought that Richardson had just waited the whole time. He has a stolen base too, so good base running.
The 0-1 now is outside. Catcher lost it for a moment, but Milner recovers. So Wetumpka still with that runner at third with the 2 outs. And a 1-1 count on the way of Asher Nobles. Pitch takes for a strike there, 1-2. 1-2 for Nobles, swinging at this pitch. As I mentioned, that wind, it's picked up now to about 10 miles an hour. It was 7, but we've got gusts of 24 as the United States flag is blowing away from the field here. So you get a chance to put one out to left field. It's got a good shot of catching some good airtime. Try the 1-2 again for Nobles after the foul ball a moment ago, but first time is going to be called. Nobles will back out for a moment. Served as the pitcher for the majority of this. We just spoke about him having the 7 strikeouts. Then he switches over to first base as he will take a pitch now in to make it 2-2. But at the plate, he hasn't managed to get a base hit just yet. He's had 3 appearances. He's 0 for 1 on the night, though, after 2 walks and a strikeout.
We keep talking about walks. The Indians as a team have 9 walks across this game. They didn't get any in the first inning, so that's coming in the last 4 innings. Guys being disciplined at the plate as the 2-2 outside makes it full.
Getting ready for another payoff pitch with Nobles. It'll be Cohen Bell coming up if he gets the chance. And again, that runner standing at third here in this 7-4 ball game. Indians hoping to tack one more on here. Pitch is golfed foul. Reached low for that one and sent it over towards the Tallassee dugout. Nobles continuing to battle here. It was Richardson who had that base hit to start the inning. Not much doing since. Try to pay off again, once again. Grounded foul towards first.
And again, good job from Asher Nobles. He knows the strike zone very well as he was on the bump there for 4 2/3. So definitely knows where this umpire is going to call him. Good job to take a couple of pitches, but swing at the ones that are close. Keep yourself alive here and a chance to drive in another run here for the Indians.
We'll try the payoff again. In just a moment, Nobles will step back in. Kason Hornsby still looking for his first strikeout. Pitch in the dirt there and a walk instead. Wetumpka stays alive here in the top of the 6th. Runners at first and third now. Hornsby gives up a walk. He gave up a hit there to start the inning and just could not find the zone there when he needed it most. It brings up Bobo Browning now, who has yet to reach on a base hit. He did make it on in the 2nd off a fielder's choice. First pitch, or pardon, this is Cohen Bell, not Bobo Browning. Bell there took for ball 1.
You talk about Bell's stat line, had a RBI single back in that second base, had a sacrifice bunt, a second RBI in that 3rd, and then hit by a pitch and made it all the way around home on a couple of wild pitches back there in the 5th.
Bell, another one that's been moved around a good bit here tonight as this pitch comes in just a bit high, 2-0.
And Indians have, with that walk from Nobles just a moment ago, 10 walks here for the Indians. Really good discipline from them across the plate tonight.
Mentioned the move as the 2-0 comes in, this time called for a strike. He was moved from first out to left field when Nobles took first base after coming off the mound, and we'll see that defense again here in just a bit. Wetumpka hoping that they can keep that from happening for a bit. 2-1 now is swung on and missed by Bell. Indians have scored in every inning but the first here. That's at stake here as this pitch goes outside. Sends the count full with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Have not managed to send one in here in this top of the 6th. Payoff. Wave and a miss. Struck out. Kason Hornsby gets his first. Indians stranding 2 runners there on the corners and come up empty that time. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. Indians still lead at 7-4 midway through 6 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of slow internet? With Central Access, you get the speeds you pay for delivered directly to your door, so you won't get bogged down when your neighbors are online too. Stream, game, work, and video chat. No contracts, no data caps, no price hikes, nothing but an exceptional all-night experience. Check availability today at caecaccess.com. Central Access, your local link to broadband.
At First Community Bank, it's more than banking. It's a relationship that lasts. From checking and savings to loans and mortgages, they are here for every stage of life. Local people, local decisions, and a commitment to community. First Community Bank, let's do life together. We enter the bottom of the 6th now as Wetumpka leads it 7-4. Tallassee, though, was storming back in the 5th. They've got a chance to extend on that here as the first pitch will come in for a swing and a miss there. Brandon Goodman up to the plate. as this pitch swung on again and missed. 0-2. Miller Lombardi on the mound here still for Wetumpka. Finished out that last inning as the pitch comes in, and another strike. Caught looking there. Goodman called for the strikeout. Goodness, he just found the corner of the zone there. Gets his second strikeout in a row here. First two batters faced have been chopped down. One out here with nobody on. 7-4. Indians lead it over Tallassee. In the bottom of the sixth, Cole Burton marks the bottom of the order for the Tigers. This pitch comes inside. Lombardi came in for Nobles, finished that last third of an inning as the pitch is going to be taken for ball 2. Lombardi did give up one hit there, but nothing after that. 2-0 is downstairs as well. 3-0. Got to be careful here. That was one thing that Nobles was really effective at, was not walking anybody, as he gave up 2, but they were both intentional to Brew Milner. Now the 3-0 is called for ball 4 there, and Cole Burton will take the hike over to first. Tallassee putting another runner on here early in the bottom of the sixth. They've got the one out here, runner at first. We go back to the top of the order with Connor Campbell. If they can get one more on, they can just about guarantee that Brew Milner will get back up to the plate as well. As first pitch comes into Campbell, he loops one to left field. It will drop for a base hit. A single there for Connor Campbell on the first pitch. And Tallassee quickly with runners at first and second.
Well, and that's the contact. If you're a batter, you don't necessarily expect a single out of that, but baseball is the definition of a game where you hit it where they ain't, and that's exactly what Campbell did that time.
Brings up Jack Butler. I mentioned again, Brew Milner now will be able to get on, barring a double play. First pitch from Lombardi is inside for ball 1. And interested to see what Wetumpka does in this situation. I think you just about have to let him go up to the plate this time when you've already got 2 on. The tying run is up to bat in Butler. Pitch taken for a called strike. And especially if Jack Butler gets on, obviously at that point you can't let Milner walk. It would give up a run. 1-1. Wave and a miss. Butler has already made it on base once, had a single in the third. Now with a 1-2 pitch getting ready to come his way. Looks back, Lombardi, here it is. This time, grounded towards the shortstop. He can scoop it up in time. There's one. Can he get 2? Not quite, but still a great play there. It was the shortstop, Dickey, who was able to scoop it up, make the throw to second, and keep Tallassee on the corners now.
That was a great job there from Dickey. And on a slow roller like that, and you catch it you have to go across your body to pick up that ground ball. It's a really hard play to turn 2 on, and a good decision there just to get it over to second, take the short throw, and guarantee yourself an out.
Well, Jack Butler gets on off the fielder's choice there. He stands at first while it's Cole Burton standing at third, and finally Brew Milner gets a chance to go back up to the plate. First pitch to him hits him in the head here, and he's going to take a walk. Well, fans were rejoicing a moment ago. He was finally going to get to go up to the plate. And then on the first pitch to him, it hits him right in the helmet. And it wasn't a hard pitch there, just hit him anyway. And bases go loaded. I have to imagine that that's not intentional there. I mean, there's no reason that you would want to load the bases here. And obviously, if you were going to, you'd have just intentionally walked him. Just a misfire there that ends up in the same result as if you had intentionally walked him.
Yeah, and you look at that, too, and it's an off-speed pitch. Usually, I think if you're going to intentionally do that, you're probably going to come with the heater.
This pitch is upstairs here as it's Abram Whittington who just took the first pitch to make it 1-0. So now Milner stands at first, Jack Butler stands at second, and Cole Burton awaits at third. With the 1-0 pitch on the way downstairs, they catch the strike zone there, though. Just caught the bottom of it. Now the 1-1. This time just a bit high. Two outs here with bases loaded. Indians leading at 7-4 over Tallassee in the bottom of the sixth. That is Abram Whittington here trying to put a couple more on the board here for the Tigers. Get back in this thing late as they're running out of opportunities here. Two-one. Wave and a miss. Count goes even here with a big pitch coming up here for Miller Lombardi. Again with bases loaded. He faced this once before and ended it in a strikeout. He's got a chance again to hold Tallassee from doing any damage. 2-2. Wave and a miss. Struck out. Miller Lombardi takes care of it. His third strikeout there, and it strands runners on all three bases. Tigers come up empty. Indians lead at 7-4 after 6 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
Back now as we get ready for the 7th and final inning here. Tallassee in the field trying to limit the damage here for Wetumpka. They can keep it within 3. They'll still have a heartbeat here going into the bottom of the 7th in just a bit. Got their work cut out for them, though, as they're going to see for Wetumpka a couple different guys in Bobo Browning rounding out the bottom of the order. He'll lead off here in the 7th, then Aiden Peak and Miller Lombardi after that.
Hornsby still on the bump here for the Tigers as well.
Yeah, that's right. Kason Hornsby will fire off the first pitch. This one a ground ball towards third, but it trails foul just before it got there.
That would have been a tough play, too. Bobo Browning, cornerback, he's got some speed. He's got some speed on him. Might have been able to beat that one out, especially third baseman running towards the foul line. Had to go backhand. Would have been a real tough throw to make it over to first.
Hornsby had the one strikeout there to end the last inning, as this pitch now is skied to center field. It goes well over Whittington here, and that'll let Browning race all the way to second. A double there for Bobo Browning. Just drilled that one over the head of Whittington, who had crowded in just a little bit and got caught for it.
Number 5, Aiden Peak.
And that violates the first rule of baseball, especially when you're an outfielder. Your first step always has got to be backwards, especially when a ball's coming right to you. And I think the wind might have messed with him a little bit there, too, now that it's picking up.
Well, and he had already just been positioned shallow. That's what really opened it up. Browning with that huge double there. It brings up Aiden Peak at the top of the order. in this 7-4 ball game for Wetumpka, as the pitch from Hornsby there came in for strike one a moment ago. Hornsby getting the call, looks back at second, now he'll throw. This time drilled right past Hornsby again. He got a hand on it there to slow it down, but it doesn't matter. A single from Aiden Peak puts runners on the corners for the black and gold.
And with no outs, too. That's a good spot here for the Indians to be if you want to extend this lead. Goodman's going to come out to the mound here for a second, but great job there from Hornsby to slow that thing down. Had he not, definitely probably would have gotten Bobo Browning across the plate.
Miller Lombardi comes up here in a duel of pitchers. Lombardi stepped onto the mound a couple innings ago for Wetumpka, now facing off against Cason Hornsby. Lombardi was struck out twice to start the ball game and then had the ground out in the in the fifth inning. He had a walk as well. Never did make it all the way home on that one either. Quick stoppage as they get ready for this at bat. Still no outs. Runners on the corners with Peak at first and Bobo Browning at third. I want to mention there's been a lot of action for Wetumpka Athletics here tonight as crossover season and really the spring athletic season picks off, as they'll try and make a pickoff here to first. Could not get Aiden Peak there on the throw. Still waiting on that first pitch to come for Miller Lombardi. And here it is. Swung on, this one a ground ball to first. He will scoop it up and make the tag at first. It does, however, bring Bobo Browning home, and Wetumpka adds a little bit of insurance here, makes it 8-4. Aiden Peak now standing at second after Lombardi had the ground out.
And that'll do the trick just fine there. Not gonna get on base there, but you'll knock in another insurance run here, so Indians lead it by 4 here, heading to the bottom of the frame, maybe a chance to go more, and they'll actually intentionally walk Fawcett.
Yeah, a little bit of the same treatment that we saw for Milner, as now Fawcett will take the walk. It puts runners on first and second now for Wetumpka, with Fawcett standing at first, who will have a pinch runner come in for him once again. This, again, will be Andre Hatcher, who will come in his place.
And honestly, probably the right play there. With 1 out, you force the double play to just about any base but home.
Well, Hatcher had a stolen base in the third as well. He's a big asset when it comes to base running, as this pitch now goes outside for Kyle Richardson, who's already got 2 base hits here tonight, singles in the third and sixth innings.
2 walks for him as well, so a 2-for-2 night here for Richardson.
1-0. This time drilled to left field. It will drop just in front of Butler. As the Indians rounding the bases here, they will bring another one home. Misfiring the throw now as well, as it gives the Indians opportunities to advance even further. Aiden Peak made it all the way home, as it was Hatcher who made it to third and called that an RBI single for Richardson, as he then advanced off the throwing error. So Richardson stands at second now. Indians lead it 9-4 as Peyton Dickey steps up as well. Just 1 out for the Indians, runners at second and third. Pitch is fouled back. I've been trying to tell you about what's going on with Wetumpka Athletics, but Indians baseball wants all the attention here after the last couple of moments. Boys soccer is right now playing. They are tied at half. Girls soccer got a win over Jemison 10-0 earlier this afternoon. As the 0-1 pitch is on its way, he will take there for ball 1. Meanwhile, boys and girls tennis, they both got wins today. Beat Park Crossing 8-1. Both of them did. 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Still just the one out. As Dickey waits, now swings at this one. A ground ball that gets over to the shortstop. The throw is in time, but another runner comes home for Wetumpka. This time for the Indians, it is Hatcher that makes it all the way around. Wetumpka leads it 10-4. Ground out from Dickey, but it still gives Wetumpka another run. They've scored 3 in this top of the 7th. Kyle Richardson now stands at third base as well. He's the only one on still for Wetumpka. Pitch is a strike. The first pitch to Connor Jacks there with the 2 outs. I want to mention also that JV softball had 2 games here today. As the pitch comes in, this time it is flown out to right field. A sliding effort there from Timmerman, who makes the grab. I'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on in Wetumpka athletics and try and wrap this ball game up in the bottom of the 7th when we return. Indians lead it 10-4 midway through 7 on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. Every move is different, and so is every client. That's why I take the time to listen, understand, and guide you through the process with care. Whether you're buying or selling in the River region, I'm here to make it simple. Let's do this together. I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
.105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Well, we now get ready for the bottom of the 7th. Indians 3 outs away from getting a win here to start off this season. Miller Lombardi still on the mound for the Indians as the pitch is fired in and fouled back. It's Abram Whittington leading off for Tallassee. They'll have Hudson Timmerman and Mason Henderson behind him. 0-1 pitch, wave and a miss. Indians trying to get a win here and wrap up a strong start to the season as this pitch comes in for a swing and miss. Whittington struck out as well. Miller Lombardi tacks on his 4th strikeout of the night.
Mason Henderson.
Indians hoping to carry this momentum into another game tomorrow. They've got Sylacauga tomorrow night at home. That's the first home game of the 2026 campaign. First pitch here is taken by Timmerman. It'll go for a ball. They'll have a JV game scheduled for 4:30, and then first pitch of Wetumpka and Sylacauga for varsity after that about 6:30. As this pitch comes in again, swing and a miss. Mitch will have the call of that one, and then right after that, Wetumpka and Tallassee face off again next week on the 24th. Indian softball gets underway as well as this pitch comes in. A grounder to the shortstop who missed the grab there. Dickey couldn't hold on to it, and that gives up a runner up to first now for Tallassee.
And it looks like it kind of just jumped right as it hit that second bounce on the dirt. Just a little bit of a tough one to come up with there.
That'll go as an error against Wetumpka. And rightfully so. Just missed it there. Still one out, runner at first. This pitch is fouled off and over the Indians' dugout. Again, we have seen some issues there in that shortstop position, and part of that is, you make a substitution. You put Dickey there at shortstop late in this game as the pitch comes in now downstairs, 1-1. Saw Dickey and Jax collide earlier, and that caused an issue for Wetumpka as well. But they've managed to overcome the issues regardless. A 10-4 lead. Pitch inside. Now trying to pick off first. Can they get him? No. Oh, it was a good read, though, from Logan Fawcett here. He immediately tried to fire off and catch a man sleeping there. And as Hudson Timmerman was standing way off the first base bag, they call him safe on his way back. Now this pitch is drilled to right field. It will drop. Tallassee now advancing a runner all the way to second. A single there from Mason Henderson keeps the hope alive for the moment for the Tigers.
Number 6, Brandon Goodman.
So Tallassee now with runners on the corners. Our camera is having a bit of an issue here for our streamers. We'll have that back up in just a couple moments. Apologies for that. One out here. Pitch is in for a strike against Hamp Love. Or beg your pardon, Brandon Goodman, who is up now with the one out. And a swing and a miss on this pitch, 0-2. It's Hamp Love who stands at first base. Pitch is going to take a chop hop over towards third, but trail foul. (10-4) our score. 0-2 the count. Wave and a miss. Goodman is struck out swinging there. Indians are one away from closing this thing out after another strikeout from Lombardi. Still runners on the corners here. Pitch is called a strike there. Cole Burton at the bottom of the order for Tallassee.
Ready right here.
(0-1) is in for a strike again. Caught the inside of that zone there, and he's one strikeout away from ending the night right here. This pitch, swing and a miss, ball game. Indians get a win over Tallassee, 10-4, with another strikeout there for Miller Lombardi. He tacks on 6 on the night. What a night here from Lombardi. What a night from Asher Nobles as well. 7 strikeouts to his name in the process. And Wetumpka gets a 10-4 win over the Tigers here in the season opener. Coach Brooks and this Indians team move to 1-0 on the year. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll wrap things up on the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus post-game show here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. I know buying or selling a home is a big decision, and that's why I treat every client like family. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or anything in between, I'll make the process as smooth as possible. I'm Beverly Wright at RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty, here to serve you.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care. Precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
This is the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Welcome you back now as Wetumpka closes out this one with a 10-4 victory over the Tallassee Tigers in the season opener. And what a night it was for this Indians team, getting a big win there and managed to score in all but 2 innings here tonight. Had 3 runs there in the top of the 7th that really solidified the 6-run victory for the Tribe. And what a night for the pitchers as well for this Indians team.
Yeah, I mean, just an all-around clinic here from this pitching staff. You had Asher Noble start off the game, go 4 2/3, earned the win. He got 7 strikeouts and just 2 walks to go along with it. Gave up just 2 earned runs for a total, but only 2 of them earned and only 2 walks for him. Then you had Miller Lombardi come into the game. He was slinging the rock with some heat. He had 6 strikeouts over his 2 1/3 innings. Only 1 hit batter, 1 walk, and no runs for Miller Lombardi. Good job to close things out.
Yeah, no question about that. Lombardi gets the win, Asher Nobles gets the win here tonight with those 7 strikeouts. Lombardi, he's not going to get credit for a save, but boy, what a night that he had. He had 5 strikeouts, like you mentioned. And the bats were hot for Wetumpka as well. Logan Fawcett with a home run here tonight, the first home run of the season for the Indians. Had a handful of multi-base hits as well, a double from Peyton Dickey as he managed 2 base hits in that one. Had 2 RBIs to his name as well and a stolen base. Bobo Browning a double there in the 7th as well. And Wetumpka walked a whole lot here tonight. And that was a bit of a problem there on the night for the Tigers. By my count, they had 11 walks. Good grief. Nonetheless, Indians taking advantage of it as this one finishes in a 10-4 ball game. 10 hits for Wetumpka, 3 errors. Tallassee with 8 hits and 1 error. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night. Wetumpka and Sylacauga face off at 6:30 p.m. roughly for the varsity matchup. That will be at home. You can get tickets on Huddle or go to wetumpkasports.com. Take a look at the schedule. We've got it all linked up on there right now. Indians will take on Sylacauga at 6:30. We'll have our pregame beginning at about 6:25 and then first pitch at about 6:30. Mitch will have the call of that one. For Gavin Baxley and Mitch Petrie, Indians get the win 10-4. We'll see you again tomorrow night for Wetumpka and Sylacauga, as Wetumpka Indians baseball is an exclusive presentation of the Wetumpka Sports Network.
This has been a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, home of the Wetumpka Indians. Presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Central Alabama Community College, and the City of Wetumpka. Sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health, and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is a product of Radio Alabama Sports and Radio Alabama. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.